And Barbara, you went into so many things there, and there are very few people who have experienced the massive amount of grief that you have experienced, back to back to back to back. And without going too far back or into too much detail, I mean, I would love for you to describe a little bit about, where you were, because I feel like that was really where you had the biggest shift, you know, after the loss of your husband and then all of these family members and eventually your cat. What was that what was that experience like for you?
Well, I have to say that, it really wasn't at all pleasant. You know, I drank myself into a coma every night for about 3 years.
Mm,
Um, I was what's called and considered passive suicidal. I had, what's called situational PTSD, witnessing my husband was diagnosed with 4th stage lung cancer on May 5th and gone 3 weeks later on May 31st. So it was a very, traumatic experience to witness, and then I witnessed my father passing in front of me, my best friend passing in front of me, and finding my
mhm.
mother-in-law, as I said, and there was really a lot of brain chemistry. What a lot of people don't realize is for people who are grieving, um, grief depletes our serotonin levels in our bodies. And if you don't have serotonin in your body, it's very challenging to find the happy factor. And I had always been a very positive person, and so I thought happy person. But I wasn't able to have that viewpoint because I saw a biofeedback doctor and was told that my serotonin levels were so low that I was borderline dying. And
Wow.
but, that was almost good news to me because that's what I really wanted. I just wanted to be on the other side with everybody. Um,
Mhm.
and, not only do you lose, your loved ones in this on this plane on in this real world, but there's a lot of other losses from friendships to, identity to professional relationships to
Yeah.
people disappearing and, not being able to cope with somebody who's grieving. I understand it, you know, um, so there were a handful of friends who remained by my side, bless their hearts.
Mm.
It was challenging, and but I can say that I really was miserable and choosing to drink to anesthetize my pain. I had never been a drinker. Um, but a lot of what I experienced, April, has helped me understand the people who are in that state, people who are not just grieving, but people who might be victims or traumatized or,
Yeah.
um, I just have a different understanding. I would never judge anybody who is, who takes their life, mostly because the brain chemistry can create a psychotic episode and, you know, they may not even know that they're doing it. So there's so much to us and to better understand in the work that I do, I help people understand the connection between the spiritual, the intellectual, and the physical world.
Yeah.
So a lot of us are just focused on either physical or we're focused on either spiritual or we're focused on the intellectual, but it really takes all three working together to, to help us create our fullest potential.